My people, my people, my people. Welcome to Reactions with Dominique Renee, where your girl is a little anxious today. I I have made the decision to watch this Diddy doc with y'all. Not only have subscribers, making the band fans, all the things, been asking me about how I feel about this documentary, but my own family and friends have been like, "Hey, have you watched this? You're in there like a couple times. Have you seen it? What do you think?" And I had to give myself some time. Okay. My daughter's birthday is in December. Y'all know the holidays, and I wanted to hold on to as much joy as humanly possible during that time. And so I knew I wasn't going to watch it until the new year, and here we are. I just finished Making the Band 3, season 3, reacting to that with you all. If you haven't watched it, go catch up. And I hope I'm able to get through this and show you all. Because truth be told, I might be just talking to myself. If it's too much, I don't know if I'm gonna put it up here. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm already feeling very, very jittery, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff coming up, and even thinking about seeing more of, I guess, the reality of the things that we all have heard and experienced about this man. And so I'm not gonna stall too much because I could talk. Y'all know I love to talk, okay? But before I started, I hope that you are already subscribed. You liked this video, and feel free to share with your people. Um, Let me get into it and not play. It's only 4 episodes, so let's see how we do. Let's see what comes up for me as I watch the Diddy doc. Have you already watched it? Oh, anytime you got that disclaimer.
And it's like, I want to fight for my life. I want to fight for, just and not guilty. Like, I want to have a life to be able to live. And so I'm having this emergency call because something has to give.
We need the core theme to be, you didn't do anything wrong.
Wait.
You didn't do anything.
First of all, why are there police? Obviously, I'm probably going to find out. But why are there police outside of his, it looks like, hotel room? Okay.
On any front. And you've come to New York to face things head on. We're losing sight of the big picture, man. It's the middle of September and there's still no indictment.
Bro. Then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be a person that you just may watch CNN. You know what I'm saying? And there's 9 billion people in the world. And 7 billion of them is on Instagram and TikTok. And so
I'm so confused. How are, didn't 50 Cent do this documentary? How are we watching a intimate video of Diddy look like he's shooting himself, like what I'm doing right now? What am I missing? Put it in the comments before I even get there, because it's clearly not fake. Everybody been talking about it. How is this a thing? I want to know that.
You're at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. We have to find somebody that'll work with us, whether they're from this country or from another country. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business of media and propaganda.
Ooh. Let's just talk about body language for a second. It said this is 2024, so right as everything is swirling, he's stuttering. His leg is shaking. Did you see that? And these are things that I do when I'm nervous. Woo! Whatever's coming, which we obviously know where he at right now, he is in whatever moment this is. I'm assuming I'm going to learn more of it, feeling the weight of it. And I'm also going to say this early. I remember at some point in 24, when maybe after the video dropped or something, the video of him and Cassie in the hotel, a statement that he put out on his Instagram, and I remember being like, he not listening to whoever is advising him. And there's conversation, the people I was talking to about this being this narcissistic behavior. And I ain't nobody, hello, it's just me and you here. I ain't nobody's psychologist, so I'm not labeling anybody. But the idea that you could have almost all the resources in the world and have the best team, but then make a move that even the naked eye, right? The public eye could be like, baby, I know your lawyers ain't tell you to do that. You really think you're going to be able to talk your way out of this on your own? I remember having that thought and talking about it in my little, in my circle. And so to have the opening scene be him talking to what I only can assume is his attorney, being like, yeah, what you doing ain't working. Very fascinating.
Seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster. I'm a
young Diddy.
At times I'm a cold individual.
Come on, Mary. Rosie. I remember this video.
Not providing the audience with subtitles, and I invited you to this movie, and you in this thing, you don't know what's going on. You just see, you just see the images,
Oh, okay, hold on. My heart. Damn, this is what I was saying. Because I know that there was a disclaimer at the beginning that you're going to see violence and da-da-da-da-da. But okay. See how I wasn't even prepared for something I've already seen. That imagery, I wasn't ready for that just now. I'm getting a sense that this is some sort of, and I'm being nosy, I'm looking in the background, I see a prescription bottle. I got prescriptions in my life, so let me roll on. Okay, hold on, because that hit just took a little breath out of me. And I lost my train of thought. Where was I, y'all? Okay. Is he filming himself to... Why is he filming himself? I'm still trying to figure it out. Is he making his own documentary about what he did, saying he didn't do it? Or roll on.
Kidnapping. The fourth lawsuit in the last few weeks.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just, here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
We're losing? Well, he wasn't wrong. 50 months. 50 months. Is he on like house arrest? Because it looks like there are police across from his window.
Yeah, just get little cutaways of them, like looking from the, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's mean.
Have videographer follow him while in New York City under federal investigation. All right, don't make fun of me, okay? I like to read out loud, okay?
All of us got to go to the maker, and
So
we
he
will be
did
held
this.
accountable
He
for the things we
orchestrated
did
this.
and we didn't do.
Obviously not this documentary, but he orchestrated the filming of this himself while he was under investigation. I can't wait to understand that. And how 50 Cent get his hands on it? That man, I'll never cross him.
Combs
Never.
An asshole. He is the motherfucker you're not gonna like and you're not gonna get the fuck along with if he doesn't get his way.
Don't ever disrespect nobody's down with me, motherfucker.
This nigga's energy is everything. I gotta get up and go. I gotta get up and do it.
What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down.
He was presenting
Kim. Oh, this is just gonna take me through the ringer. Rest in peace, Queen. Whoo. Y'all, this is already a lot. And what am I? What? I'm 5 minutes in. I'm 5 minutes in. Kalina, is that her name? You know what? I ain't here to do that. I just can already see why this documentary has outdone the others. Because how many documentaries have been done on Diddy in the last 2 years? But they're putting it out here. It's very punchy. And it's making me like, on the edge of my seat.
That Black people hadn't had. Like, we hadn't experienced a Black man being able to say, I don't want that.
I don't want no problems with you. Come on. Hey, yo, dog, what are you talking about? You telling me like I'm on some bullshit? I ain't on no bullshit with you.
When you're a leader in that way, it's admirable until you get to the point where you want to control everyone around you.
What y'all want to do? Want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers?
It's like Scarface.
Who else is in here?
I want the world and everything that's in it.
Diddy style right here.
But you got everything.
Eric Sermon is in here? Okay. Only reason I was pausing it was to say that Scarface is my favorite movie of all time. And a lot of while I was, just in the media watching what has been going on with Diddy over the last couple of years, it has really brought that up for me. I have always talked about the idea and why I love that movie so much is like when someone literally does pull themselves up by the bootstraps and they go through the ringer to do it and they get to a certain height that's like this just a height that no one ever imagined possible. What it probably does to their brain chemistry is not good, right? In terms of like, oh, I can literally have anything I want. If I could do that, if I could accomplish that, I can do whatever I want to do. In a way that, I mean, y'all saw Scarface. I ain't got to explain it. And if you haven't, and you watch this, you actually should. You should.
Hey,
Eric Sermon is in this.
Harlem, we did it, motherfucker, we did it.
There was a mantra that Sean had. Nobody's gonna be bigger than me.
Sean is the 1% of the 1% of the 1%.
And I'll be sure. I don't have to whisper because it's not a secret. Y'all know I'll be sure is Quincy's biological dad. You know, Quincy calls Diddy dad, stepfather, raised them. I get it. But I feel like I remember last year, maybe, I'll be sure talking about he almost died and Diddy was the reason and we're going to find out. The lineup already of people being interviewed is blowing me out of this chair.
Never see a Sean in my lifetime again. Ever.
It was like the more money he got, the more power he got, the more power he got, the more money he got. And he always felt like money can get him out of everything.
I do feel it's important that
Scarface.
we let the public know from the juror standpoint, just kind of how we reached the verdict.
They got a juror
It's
in
not
here?
everything that the media has put it out to be.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
He's creating a narrative always.
Why you putting on 3 pairs of socks?
He is the best storyteller in hip hop.
Now that was a drag.
He's Black Superman.
Wait a minute, Capricorn. Wait a minute, Capricorn. I remember you, girl. The best storyteller in hip hop. Stop. Call him brilliant. Call him, pulled yourself up by the bootstraps. Whatever you want to say. Do not ever call Diddy the best storyteller in hip hop when Diddy himself isn't even an actual hip hop artist. Stop. And I wouldn't say he's not a hip hop artist. He's a hip hop artist. A lyricist, a storyteller. He's not a story. If you're not writing the story, you can't be the storyteller. That don't work for me.
Do what I want.
You can't go on for long in life doing the
I can't
things
believe
that
this
he was
lineup
doing
of
before
interviewees.
something eventually happens.
I can't believe he's
You
filming
can't
himself
continue to
at
keep
this
hurting
time
people
either.
and nothing ever happens.
Well, I know that man.
It's just a matter of time.
Mark Curry. Okay. Now,
to be back in New York?
Slick Rick, okay,
Good to be
is a
back.
storyteller.
I was there from the very beginning with the invention of Sean Combs.
The invention of
co-founded
Sean
Bad
Combs.
Boy with Sean. Sean was 19 when he dropped out of Howard University. He wanted to be in the flashy, swaggy music industry.
Yeah.
He
Stacy
started off dancing,
Lattisaw.
wanting to be in videos. There were a lot of independent labels that gave birth to hip hop in the way that we know it
Look
today.
at Andre. Look at Heavy D. Oh my
What
gosh.
is this new music?
Like Uptown Records.
Look at Andre.
This tempo. Remember these rhymes. Heavy D said so. The overweight prince.
Heavy D was the biggest rapper signed to Uptown.
The overweight lovers in the house.
Thanks for coming down, man.
You can be with the
Ed
hardest cats in the
Lover,
hood. You can
oh.
rock Heavy D. You with your grandmother in the car. You ain't got to reach for the radio.
I know that this is a dark thing that we're watching, but the nostalgia of seeing just some real legends. Rest in peace, Heavy D. Wow. Wow, Ed Lover.
Turn it off.
Wow.
We call him the official mayor of Money Earner Mount Vernon.
Money earning out. Burn it.
Heavy D and the
And
boys.
his influence reached all the young people in the neighborhood, including the young Sean Combs, who was at Mount St. Michael High School, a Catholic private school. He was
Wow. I had no idea that Diddy went to Mount St. Michael. Fun fact, our home in the Bronx is on the same exact street as Mount St. Michael. Literally 1, 2, 3 blocks apart. That's wild. That's wild. And it's right. I mean, literally, Mount St. Michael, basically, I would say part of the campus is in the Bronx and another part of the campus is in Mount Vernon. That's how close our home in the Bronx was to Mount Vernon.
knock on Heavy D's door every day to see if Heavy would take him to meet Andre Harrell. Sean had impressed Andre enough to give him an internship, and that was the beginning.
When you thought of Uptown Records, you thought of Heavy D.
Absolutely.
And
I'll be sure. I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. How
I
I
was
feel
the
about
first
you.
#1 artist on the Billboard charts on Uptown and the first platinum artist on the Uptown label.
You better Tell the
He was a
people.
GQ nigga, you know. He was a real penny loafers type. He was one of them fly light-skinned niggas. And girls loved him.
Oh
Al
my.
was dating Kim.
It was the unibrow for me.
Kim Porter. Kim is at the receptionist desk at Uptown. You get out the elevator,
Oh my
first
gosh,
person you
I'm
see is
learning
Kim.
so much.
And it was a beautiful sight. Everybody said that, you know what I
She was
mean?
a beautiful
But when
woman.
Sean saw Kim, it was different. And now Sean's always at the receptionist desk begging Kim for something. A date, a kiss. He put it all on the table for Kim.
I knew that I'll Be Sure was with Kim Porter before Diddy because, of course, they had a baby, Quincy. I didn't know that Kim was working at Uptown Records and that Sean was trying to court her while she was with I'll Be Sure.
He didn't drink alcohol. He forbade marijuana. He did not like drugs. He had the Gumby and he looked like scholastic.
Google Gumby if you're too
dweeb.
young.
But Sean was so determined. Yo, I bet you I could get Kim. And he was like, nah, no way. Your weight ain't even up enough yet. But when Sean wants something, he's gonna get it.
First task we had given him was just go get a tape 10 blocks away. He came back in 2 minutes or something crazy. And I remember I was on the phone and I looked up when he came back. I was like, how'd you get there so fast? And he said, I ran there and back. Right then and there, I said, oh, okay. I didn't know then that was never going to stop, to run there and run back.
He ingratiated himself to Andre and made himself very valuable. Then they lived together.
Andre is taking him under like a son. Andre is the very first patriarch he connected with.
Wow.
Sean grew up with the illusion of what masculinity looks like.
I knew that, I knew that the connection ran very deep between the two of them. And this stuff where Andre's bringing up some stuff. I mean, if you haven't watched Storytelling with Dominique Renee, I have a history with Andre Harrell from my time on Making the Band. And wow, it's so fascinating to be learning this depth of history about both of these men.
My first encounter with Sean, I remember it like yesterday. My family, we rented the first floor of Sean's house. I was my mom and dad's only child, so now Sean has somebody to brother up with. We experienced a lot of firsts together.
Wow, they've been friends for
I
that
taught him how to ride
long.
a bike. It was the best thing in my life to let go of the bike and him start riding. We fit so well.
Look at him.
Sean was another misfit, just like me. But the difference in my household, my dad taught me right from wrong. No, Sean didn't have that. In Sean's house, there was Janice and there was
things
Sean.
we carry.
My father's name is Melvin Combs. I didn't get a chance to get to know him. I was too young. My father got his brains blown out like on Central Park West. I did the research.
Whoa. Murder victim called wealthy dope peddler. Man described by police as a wealthy dealer in narcotics on the Upper West Side. Young. Found shot to death. Woo! Wow.
They said my mother had brought me to the funeral on a full-length chinchilla. It was like a sigh of relief, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I finally knew that what I was feeling was true, you know what I'm saying? That I was the son of a hustler or a gangster.
The hats, fur coats. I think she tried to overcompensate for the father being gone by making him into this dandy.
Everything associated with Sean was Harlem. Whoever was flying Harlem, that's what he was as a child. Janice, she'd always be in Harlem. And they would tell
My grandma is from Harlem. My dad's mom. And this stuff is just resonating. This very extra, very over the top. And I don't mean any of this in a negative way because I love Harlem. I love Harlem. I lived there for almost a decade when I moved back to New York City sometime after college. It just resonates. The fur coats, the dandy that he just mentioned, Think Dapper Dan. It's very, very real. And it has a long, I would say, complicated history. I won't say beautiful, but complicated because of the mixture of where all of that comes
Times
from.
that she'd bring us. Here we are in this brand new Cadillac, because that's all Janet drove. She's making stops here and there. And we knew the drill. Just sit there, I'll be right back. She ain't turned the car off. Nobody took the car. None. So you knew there was a different vibe going on with this family. In his household,
I didn't even know he
was a little different.
I didn't even know he was the only child.
A lot of Donna Summer playing. There was a stage in her living room. Literally a stage. And that's where we used to have to go and dance.
Baby, did every black kid in America have to dance in front of their family? Cause I did. And I ain't even no dancer, okay? I had to dance, I had to sing. Did you?
You baby, everybody saying do that dance. And all of this stuff he's taken in. Kids would pick on him a lot around the block.
Interesting.
And he didn't know how to defend himself. Sean was a prince. And Janice, she didn't want no princess. She held back nothing.
You've said I would be 12 years old, and sometimes I'd be out until 3, 4 in the morning.
James, we don't have to get into that right now.
Ma'am?
Got a lot of beatings, too.
His beatings
Well, I see
made
Justin
me
sitting with
scared.
her. Oh,
Right?
gosh.
I got beatings now. But when he got his beatings, it wasn't a joking thing. Nah.
Look, y'all. We going places in storytelling with Dominique Renee. And discipline in the black household is a place we're going. I'm not ready to go there yet, Lord. But this is bringing up the stuff. This is bringing up the stuff already.
My mother was, I guess, raising me for the real world. She was always taught me if somebody hit me, make sure I hit them back harder. Make sure they never hit me again. Make sure I fucked them up.
But Sean don't fight like this. Sean's gonna bite you. He's gonna eat your ear off. He's gonna cut your neck open with his mouth. He's not losing.
That is so
people
disturbing.
Shaped by pain, as well as by love. And if it was more pain than love, watch out.
Oh.
There's going to be pain that you're going to give others because you're responding to that pain that you just can't seem to cut out of you.
All right, I have to ask the question before we get there. I know I'm a Pisces. I know I'm a deep empath. Deep. And so the empathy running through me as I'm hearing this history doesn't change accountability or any of those things. But what did it do for you? Because you probably already got to the end of this. I don't know. But as you are hearing this stuff about this man's history in his home and what I am absolutely going to call abuse, right? They saying beatings, the abuse that he suffered at the hands of his mother. Is it doing anything for you in terms of connecting dots, in terms of empathy for him and who he turned out to be and how he turned out. I'm just curious because so many feelings are running through me right now. Contacted for comment regarding allegations she physically harmed. Oh, his mom. Of course she didn't respond to the request. Be serious.
I didn't
Now,
know
why is
much
that woman
about
going
him.
to talk to 50
I
Cent
know
and his
that he had
people
a
about her
big
son?
ego. I met him around 89, 90. My job was to promote the music videos. And Puffy, he was always doing the party promotions, so he's always like handing out the flyers. I went to a party for a good friend.
Wow.
It was getting
I didn't
very
know he was
late.
calling himself Puff Daddy
Puffy
that
is like,
early.
oh, you know, I'm having an after party at Andre Harrell's house. Andre Harrell wasn't there. He was out of town.
Was there ever a time that Sean Combs sexually assaulted you?
Yes. Someone called me up and told me that, he said, you know, he has you on video. And I was like, what? And that's when he described it and explained it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
I just want to say this. This thing was incredibly devastating to my family. My mother, she's a social worker. We don't have money.
Oh my gosh.
The thing
Girl.
that we had was our pride. We carried ourselves well. We were pretty. We were intelligent. This is the basis of what I had, self-respect. My mother wrote a letter to Combs' parents. I just found this recently.
Now, I got to hold and read some of this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Her mama sent a letter to Janice Combs telling her in 1992.
Can I read it?
Oh. Whew.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Combs,
girl,
I'm writing you to inform you of something that your son did to my daughter. I was shocked and mortified to hear her story. She told me,
this is why I didn't know if I could do this. Because listen.
that several people have come to her to inform her that your son has made an obscene videotape of her. Without her knowledge, he videotaped him doing something sexual to her.
I gotta close my mouth.
Apparently, your son shows these tapes at parties on large screen televisions.
Oh. Oh, poor baby. My gosh.
I approached a lot of people for help. I got things like, what do you want me to do about it? To, if I help you, I can't get into his parties.
Here's my theory.
But y'all,
Alpo Martinez.
Okay. Before we get into Alpo, because what this got to do with Alpo? I don't. What? Paid in full? Hold on. Before we get there, I am now thinking about all the people at the mother parties who were watching this stuff. All the people who from whenever this started, because was she the first? 1991, 1992, 1989. How? You want to be famous that bad? You bootlicker, you want to be, how?
Drug lord, famous Harlem street.
All right,
tough
how we
guy,
get to Alpo?
Hung out at the rooftop.
Once again, we'd like to welcome you and yours to the rooftop.
Alpo had a lot of girls, and he would tape girls that he was having sex with. And then on a Saturday night, he might bring his camera and put it on the wall.
And everyone knows that's so-and-so's girl.
Wow, I didn't know this part.
What Sean saw was, I want to be looked upon in that way, as someone that has that type of stature. All his life, he's been trying to honor a man he believed it was a famous Harlem gangster, and that gave his father a mythic presence. People like Alpo, he looked at those guys with a certain amount of jealousy or envy, a certain amount of respect, and there's a certain amount of desire. That thing was in him from there.
Wow. That's resonating with me. I don't know if that's resonating with y'all. This theory around trying to live up to that.
About it?
I did.
Oh, God.
I avoided him for a very long time. I ran into him one day. He came to me. He got on his knees and swore he did not do this thing to me.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And denied it. And that is the very last time I talked to him.
Just the way it can ruin you for the rest of your life. And then watching your abuser be sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Like,
What's the watching silly? Just silly bullshit noise. That's all it is. Noise. But it's like the legal system is doing it now because, like, legally, we gotta. It's like I gotta spend money to go and get rid of this bullshit. Well, yeah.
interesting, he keeps calling it bullshit.
Got nothing left going on. They ain't breaking me though.
Sean was destined to be famous.
Okay.
They are annoying They are annoying me right
I didn't see anything
now.
coming. I swear I didn't see that coming.
I'm 19 and I always like seeing people entertained. And I thought, over the holidays, I just wanted to throw a celebrity basketball game in Harlem.
I was at the game. I was on the floor. All of us was there. Every rapper in New York, right? Yo MTV Raps came.
Fun fact, my grandma Linda worked at City College for 20 years.
All-time celebrity all-star classic.
In
That was one of the
admissions.
biggest basketball games. If that would have turned out correctly, it would have went down in history.
There were lines and lines around the campus to get in. There's no more room, but everyone still wants to come.
Oh, I know what this is. I don't know what took me so long. I'm trying to catch up because this is overwhelming me a little bit, seeing some of this stuff. And taking my breath away. And and some of the stuff you do know, right? Like I know about the City College incident, but then I'm like, 2 and 2 is coming together because I'm my brain is trying to catch up to what I am consuming.
Thousands more come. There was a thing in hip hop called bum rushing the door. People don't have a ticket when they hear something sold out. They say, fuck it, we gotta still get in, we're gonna bum rush the door.
Wow, they
When they
showing
got to the
the
bottom of the
entrance.
stairs, the doors didn't go out that way, they only came in. So people were stuck. They were just crushing people down at the bottom of the stairs.
We were on the court, warming up to play, and then Dougie Fresh grabbed the mic and said, there's people that are dead.
Oh, they
Sean
showing
overpromoted,
body bags.
overhyped, and that led to a crowd.
It was just like, oh shit, how did this happen so quick? How are people gonna explain it?
We need a lot of help here. There's a lot of people hurt and aren't breathing. Not breathing? Yes. We have an emergency over here.
Oh my gosh.
The death toll from last week's stampede at a New York charity basketball game has risen to 9.
They was getting trampled.
I didn't know it was that many
All
people.
for money. $12, man.
What do you mean $12?
Cost $12 for a ticket.
One of the unanswered questions remains who's to blame for the stampede that killed 9 people.
Whatever must be done to ensure that this never, ever, ever happens again.
It was the biggest news ever. That's how he got super famous.
Wow.
Was that game and those deaths.
I never put that
That's
together.
The beginning of Puff Daddy.
I never, ever, ever put that together.
Started to become famous. It was through a tragedy.
And I saw Janice question Sean. He's going into this music business thing. He just left school, and now this extreme tragedy has occurred.
Yeah, this is huge.
She's
This is huge.
like, did he make the right decision?
Mm.
And I saw him put his hands on her, call
What?
her a bitch, and slapped her.
No.
He's
I know
not-
you lying. I know you not. I know he's 19 at this time. What's this man's name?
I took Andre Harrell out to lunch, and I said, can I get a chance to maybe do A&R? The A&R is artists and repertoire. That's the guy that works at the record company that puts the records together and works with the artists. I said, give me a chance. You know, you're making music for young people. I'm young.
Are y'all feeling like they putting something on it here with him and Andre? The images that they're showing, there's nothing directly being said. And tell me if I am reaching or jumping out the window with this one. But it feels like there's an undertone to these conversations around Puff and Andre. And I know what the undertone conversations have been over the years in the industry. So I'm not, but are they doing that as well in the documentary? Or am I doing that in my head with the things the swirls that just have gone on, the rumor mill, so to speak? Or are you picking it up as well?
Who better to make the music than me?
We had a group back in the day. They drove up to New York unannounced to meet Andre Harrell.
When we make love.
Baby Jodeci better come with the vocals.
It's like a dream.
They sing for Andre. Andre
Baby,
loves it.
baby,
Immediately,
come
that
up from
becomes
North
Puff's first
Carolina.
Responsibility. Nigga, go make Jodeci.
What's in the future of Jodeci? Hopefully to make hits.
And hits
Andre
they
put
did.
his trust with Sean as opposed to the artist. He told us, I don't care who the artist is, you're more important than them. The artists don't work without you.
What would be the ideal musical setting for y'all? I guess performing in front of like millions of people,
You have to be able to control everything.
I basically style and come up with the images and design most of the clothing for all of the artists.
It was him that put Jodeci in the pants baggy, sagging at the bottom, the boots not lacing it up. He is able to sponge from the community and the culture.
Yeah.
And package
I
it.
said that. I said that a few minutes ago, that he was a sponge.
And in the studio, he did the same thing. Sean wasn't a producer where he can tell you, you need a C here, a C note, or this is an F. But he did have a good ear for what could be a hit.
It was very minimal. It was very hard beat and snare, no melody.
Talk to me, baby. Come and talk to me, baby. I really wanna meet you.
Jodeci's record started climbing the charts.
Here we go. Jodeci, go.
Sean turned that into the blueprint.
They don't get enough
for
credit.
this special brand of
They don't get enough
A&R.
credit. Jodeci don't get
And
enough
then
credit.
The next artist to benefit from that was Mary J. Blige.
Hey, Mary's Puff, pick up the phone.
My favorite artist in the history of artists, Mary J. Blige, the queen. Watch your mouth.
Oh, nigga. Hey, Mary, it's Puff.
Mary's What's the 411 was out the box.
Then tomorrow you gotta do this video shoot.
The hat pull down, the mysteriousness. It had a little bit of a darkness and moodiness to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
All of that was groundbreaking.
Baby,
He
them
launched
fits in
a
real love.
Female artist in a
We wanted to
male-dominated
be that.
hip-hop era.
What's up,
Who became an instant success, and that created hip-hop soul. Mary became the owner of that sound. Sean was making the hits happen and the visuals happen.
And he asked me to do the Mary J. Blige intro for the 4-1 album.
Yo, Mary Blige, what's up? This is Eric Experiment, MC Grand Royal.
I did that for him, and then all of a sudden we became friends. I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda.
Oh, gosh.
Misa.
Where's this going?
He was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean.
I know Misa used to date Eric Sermon. Bro, I am. And maybe I'm like, okay, all these people, every single person, I can't think of a artist or somebody who they've mentioned yet that I do not know heavily from when I was a kid listening to music. So is that happening for you? Are you having the nostalgia of like, oh my God, EPMD, you know, Eric B, Rock kept like, is that happening for y'all? Dougie Fresh, like it's Jodeci, Heavy D, like, and I did not know Misa and Eric.
Because Eric was that dude.
Yes, he was.
It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl.
Wow.
And Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you. He got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no calling and me being friends with that girl.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he would put his hands on her. Right outside of Uptown Records.
Oh, God.
They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground. And people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or two later, they're still...
I'm embarrassed by how my mouth just keeps, I mean, it's giving Puffy a little bit. We know that. Like, you know, I'm not trying to do that on purpose, but some of this stuff is a lot.
together, and Justin is born.
At that point, Sean is on top of the world. His trajectory was only up.
Wow, look at this image.
It was just a wonder kid. It was just something that they never saw before.
Christopher Williams, they haven't even talked
be
about him
young
yet. Is he going to be in here?
To be Puff Daddy.
Don't wake me. I'm dreaming.
I felt like my dream had came true.
Everybody now is looking for this kid. because they all have artists that they have to get to the top of the chart. What does that do to a person? Do you think I'm still gonna be like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you very much? He became too big for Uptown Records.
I'm gonna be so drunk and high by Wednesday, 8 o'clock, I'm not really gonna give a fuck.
But I give a fuck.
There started to be some dissension between Andre and Puff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like yesterday.
I see that.
Andre called me into his office. He tells me just like this. He says, dog, I just fired Puff. I said, word? Sean was really sick when Andre fired him. I'm talking about sick. Couldn't believe it. And then Sean called me. And he said, yo, I'm about to do my thing, dog.
Biggie.
Puff was like, yo, I'm looking for some
Look at Lil C's in the back.
He said he tired of doing the Mary shit, Jodeci shit. He want to do some hard shit, some street shit.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named
Ice Cube.
From the gang called niggas with
Attitude.
So I guess I got to handle mine since I
The West Coast had the hits that we wanted.
They did.
Sean signed Biggie in 1992. So we went to Clive and we played a few tracks from Big's album. And I remember one of the first ones that we played was Gimme the Loot.
Yes,
give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Fucking attitude, because the nigga play pussy, that's the nigga.
And Clive's eyes went like this.
I'm slamming niggas like Shaquille. Shit is real.
And I said, wow, you got the goods. And I bought into his vision.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Wow.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
I named it Bad Boy.
I didn't know Bad Boy was under Arista.
I didn't want to just make records. I didn't want to just make money. I wanted to make history.
This is... Woo!
I was at Bad Boy starting from the day that we put the LLC together, and Sean gave me 25% in stock, and his mother, Janice, had 75%.
Wow.
He did not put the company in his name to protect him from paying families that CCN lie.
Wow.
And I saw from that moment on, Sean had shifted in his personality.
Wow.
I didn't see any more of the Mount St. Michael teen Sean.
Wow.
He had become more like the person I see today. From day zero, I wrote everything down every day so I can keep track of everything I needed to do. I ran all the money, all the budget.
That feel like we gonna get some diary entries. He just said he wrote everything down so he could keep track of everything. So if the wild stuff was happening around him, it is my assumption that he was taking notes.
It's for the company,
documenting,
as well as a lot for his and so as he's paper gangstering, he's also trying to street gangster too at the same time.
Wow.
Now, after all this time, me and Misa is still cool.
Okay, we're back to Misa.
But one time, she just happened to be in my driver's seat of my truck.
Okay, wait, Eric. Because how you tell a story matters. Me and my ex-girlfriend were just cool. We was just cool when y'all started dating. Even though you could have been in your feelings if he came and took her away from you. But then to be like, she just so happened to be in the front seat of my truck. That's not those two pieces of sentence don't go together. She just happened to be in the front seat of my truck. How she got there, boo? You forgot that part.
And all of a sudden, I heard somebody go, and it's him. He's steaming. He swings on me. So I'm laughing because I'm like, he swung on me? You putting yourself in jeopardy knowing you can't whoop none of us. So now I'm like, yo, let's go around the corner. Because I'm respectful enough. So he actually gets in the car and we drive around the corner. So I'm about to give him the business. Shit could have got really ugly. And he just said, yo, sit down, I want you to hear something real quick. And that's when he played him the Biggie Smalls album.
What?
Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing.
The Juicy single dropped summer of '94.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Saw Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Zero,
hanging
straight
pictures
to the
on
top.
my wall. Every
Then he had a
Saturday,
slow
rap attack,
start.
Mr. Magic
Very
Molly
nervous
Mall.
at first.
I can believe
At
that.
the time, that West Coast thing is happening. So we began to look at what they were doing.
Oh,
and
I
Tupac
see
was
what's
like a
bubbling
shining
up
star.
now.
There's a song called I Get Around by Tupac.
Ooh. With the underground. I get around.
If
That's
you're
my
like in a science
song.
lab and you're looking at something with a microscope
Baby,
and you're trying to figure out what it is and what
back
it's
to
made
get
of,
back.
that's
All
what we did with
respect
that
to the-
song,
yes.
I Get Around. Sean was
Sweater
just
brother
mesmerized
majorly.
by
And
that
I
particular
don't know
song,
why
the
your girl
structure of
keeps
it, the video
paging
and the
me.
visuals. It showed the culture. It's like, let me dissect this. Let me understand it. Let me do it my way.
Wow.
And that single was Big Papa, and that dropped, and it took us over the edge with Biggie.
First of all, I just saw the imagery of I Get Around, one of my favorite songs, with the Biggie, and I never even put two and two together of the similarities. Crazy. I'm learning so
He was
much right
outta
now.
here from that moment on.
I love it when you call me Tick Tock. Fuck. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
We had Ready to Die before it came out. Big had sent.
This is so entertaining, and as of right now, because I don't know how much deeper and darker, because I already had some moments, but the combo so far of just history. You know, I'm a learner. Y'all know I'm an educator, and so just learning so much history right now, fascinating. Obviously, the nostalgia of seeing so many artists that, you know, we grew up loving and hearing their songs and learning little tidbits about people who you're like, oh, I used to listen to this person. I know that person. That part intermixed. Maybe I might have just made up a word because sometimes that's what we do. With the deep, dark stuff with Puff. That's why this joint is so popular. I see it.
Tupac a demo.
I see what you did there.
And we played
50.
that tape to death, man. We played that tape till it was destroyed. And then Pac got the phone call that Big was having an album release party. He said to us, man, we all going to that. He was very excited for him.
Big Les in the house.
I never seen someone more excited for someone else's success as Pac was for Big's success.
Oh.
You ready, nigga? Yeah. Ready for that raw dog shit, nigga? I went on underground, man. Okay, all right. Let me see how I'm gonna hit you with it.
He thought Big was dope. He wasn't doper than him as far as he was concerned.
Apocalypse don't sleep. I keep a motherfucking Glock in my car if I'm.
But he was the next thing smoking.
I'm a high guy. From Bed-Stuy, putting the swelling on your eye. Your nose even. When I choke you, you stop breathing. When police come, I'm leaving. Peace and love. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, now
Papa
this.
take Big.
That. I ain't about to start crying, but that, seeing that love between them, and without even hearing what Diddy did, knowing where they both ended up, this is too much. And where Diddy didn't end up for 30, 40 years, this is too much. Okay.
With him on tours and let him open up for him.
Wow. I didn't even.
Pac was developing thug life, this ideology of taking back our communities. Big was with that. He felt it. He resonated with it. So they had a connection.
Sean was insanely jealous of Biggie and Pac's friendship.
You know, when I was around Big, I felt like he really loved me. Like, I felt like if I left the room, he wasn't gonna say nothing bad, or somebody said something bad about me, he would defend that. He's probably one of the only people I had really trusted, like, for a long time. We're going to a little writing room right now.
AC on in here?
There's a yearning for
I'm
him to
getting
have that
so
complete,
sad right now.
total control. You're my artist. You're my best friend.
You're writing this song for like 30 motherfucking days.
I pay you. You work for me. I make hits with you.
I needed money on my own, so I started slang. But
And who is this guy? Why do we need him in the picture?
Guess who gonna win?
Tupac was a very likable
Oh
person.
my gosh.
All the women loved him.
Fun fact, y'all. And I know you ain't gonna believe me because I ain't got no video evidence. I met Tupac when I was a very little girl. Maybe I was 11 or 10. It was around the time when he filmed Above the Rim. I was with my cousin in Harlem, and we were walking down the street, and we saw him, and we stopped him. I remember, we knew who he was, and we stopped him, and he greeted us with a gentleman's. He literally took each of our hands and kissed our hands. I swear on everything that this is a true story. And we were absolutely mesmerized. He was the sweetest thing, so nice to us. This was before, you know, a moment where you got a camera or a phone or whatever, or any of those things. We're 9, 10, 11. And I ran. I think I was living with my grandmother at the time, but I ran to my mama. Like, I wanted to tell my mom about it because at the time, my mom loved Tupac, like obsessive over Tupac. And she was upset. Monique, if you're watching this, girl, doing the most. She really had the nerve to be like in her feelings, like, girl, I can't control it. I can't control it. I can't control it. And then she ended up meeting him anyway because she ended up being an extra in the movie Above the Rim. My life is its own movie, but we gonna get there one day. But I met Tupac.
Being a rapper, being a movie star. For Sean, being a marketer, you're a manipulator.
Please welcome Tupac Shakur.
And there's envy for people who have success, fame, with no manipulation.
Oof, that.
Puff.
Ooh, that was deep. Ooh, and it just makes me think of so many imposters. When you got the light in you, oh my gosh, when you got the light in you, oh, for somebody else to come and snuff it out, like hearing him say, I gotta hear that line again. I have to literally hear that line again because that just blew my mind, y'all. Hold on. How I do this? I need my husband here.
Very threatened by Pop.
Dang, hold on. He said
manipulator.
Please welcome Tupac.
Okay.
Being a rapper, being a movie star. For Sean, being a marketer, you're a manipulator.
Ooh.
Please welcome Tupac Shakur.
And there's envy for people who have success, fame, with no manipulation.
Oh my gosh, there's envy for people who have success and fame with no manipulation.
Very threatened by Pop.
That line.
When I reflect on how this all came into play,
so heavy.
It's a trail. City College.
It's so heavy.
Innocent lives got taken. Then it became the ability to get away with anything. And then you circle in the fact that he has legit money. Then you have the antagonist, Tupac Shakur. All those ingredients created the chain of events that started in New York and ended in Vegas.
I'm out on one right now. I got a couple guys shot. I need medical ASAP.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Do you know who was responsible for the killing of Tupac Shakur?
No, I don't.
With a straight face.
I think that Sean
The
now,
straightest face.
in my mature mind, had a lot to do with the death of Tupac.
In my mature mind. Whew. Woo-wee. It's taking me a minute. It's taking me a minute. They went to so many places. They started from the beginning. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. I need to go lay down. I need to go lay down. And I need to really decompress. And maybe I need to decompress because of the fact that I was in such close proximity to this man. Because I watch wild shit, okay? I am a crime documentary girl. I love scary movies. I mean, I think that reality is scarier than scary movies, right? And, you know, I get emotional. I ain't got no shame. I get emotional when I see horrible things. I mean, really, turn on the news. You ain't even got to watch a crime documentary right now to see some crazy shit. But I mean, I was on Making a Band. Sean P. Diddy Combs had a nickname for me. He called me BX. And while I have maintained and will maintain, because it's my truth, that I was never brought to any physical harm, any other form of, maybe some psychological shit, because the show, y'all know. But all the wild stuff, no, I did not see, experience, witness, hear, none of that stuff when I was on the show. But to think that I was in such close proximity to this man, and then juxtapose that to Joy, if that was her name, telling the story of, you know, being assaulted and her mother sending a letter in 1992 to Diddy's mom being like, here's what your son did to my daughter. To hear that man say he gave 75% of the company to his mama so he wouldn't have to pay none of the victims. All of that is like, oh my God, what if something would have happened to us on the show? Did he have like skirted his way out of it? Like it's all of that. And it's so scary of a thought. It's so scary of a thought. It's so, and I'll get more into this. But man, when I walked away, I didn't really know at the time if that was the right decision. When Diddy offered me a solo deal, who would I be, y'all? Where would I be today? I don't know. I literally don't know how my life would have changed for the better, for the darkest and scariest, for danger, for anything, had I signed that contract. And if you watch Storytelling with Dominique Renee, then you know Andre Harrell is the one who told me not to sign it. And I'm like, I have so, you know, that man is no longer here, and I don't have any, I'm talking about Andre Harrell, and I don't have any connection to Diddy, especially with his ass in jail. Hello. So, you know, I will forever have these unanswered questions, right? I would love to be able to say, hey, Andre, what were you thinking? Like, you told me that you wanted to make me, you know, the queen of your new Uptown Records, but like, was there more behind you telling me not to sign with Bad Boy? Baby, listen. My heart's still racing. My mind's in a million places. I may end up having to do a separate post-processing reflection after watching this entire thing, because there are literally so many things coming up right now. It touched on so much. It made me think of my own childhood, getting beat when I was younger. You know, like those things, our upbringing and how our upbringing shapes who we become, good or evil, or a little mix of in between, because we all got a little bit of good and evil in us, right? There's so many things happening. I mean, and also I got so many unanswered questions. I mean, I know we got more. We got 3 more. But I'm like, they started talking about Kim and him being at the desk trying to get Kim from I'll Be Sure, which we know happened, duh. But then they skipped forward to him getting with Misa. And those are his 2, well, he ended up with more baby mamas. But those, you know, those were the 2 back then. But they didn't come back around to Kim yet. And then they got me all in my feelings starting down this Biggie and Tupac path. And are they going to go back to Jodeci and Mary J. Blige? I mean, are they going to... I needed to say the thing so you can see how the wheels are just spinning and how my heart is aching. And what more are we going to hear from his own mouth with this self-documenting thing? And how did 50 Cent get that video? Do you know? Put it in the comments. I can't breathe. I have to, okay, I watched. I showed you me watching. I'm going to be brave and I'm going to keep coming back and I'm going to keep watching. But my goodness. Did you go through all these emotions when you watched it? Have you watched it? Are you watching it with me? What's happening for you? I have to go hug and kiss my children. I want to go, you know, watch them sleeping, watch their chests, do the Omarion, you know, icebox. Like, I need to see the chest raise and go down and know my children are safe, and my husband who's in bed right now, and do the same thing with him and hug and kiss all over their faces before I get myself in the bed, because I feel rattled. I feel rattled. That's the feeling. That's it right there. That's the word. The first part of this documentary has left me rattled. Come back next week and keep watching it with me. Because y'all know ain't no reaction like a Dominique Renee reaction. But my goodness, this is a different type of reaction. I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going frolicking in my backyard, if nowhere else. I got to find all the things. The things that bring me some joy. Somebody send me some Gushers. That's my favorite candy. And the Jolly Rancher Chews. And I want some pralines and cream ice cream. Comfort. Somebody make me some collard greens, some candy yams. Like, that's my nervous system. Literally, is like, ah. I'm out. Peace, y'all. Peace.